Hi everyone, I'm Martina Galli from POLI.design, and today I will be moderating the presentation of the Specializing Master in Yacht Design. Please feel free to use the chat to submit any questions you have, which we will address in the second part of the session. And now let me introduce the speakers, Ariana Bionda and Andrea Ratti. Thank you, and I leave you the floor.
Okay, thank you, Martina, and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of the master. I'm happy to inform you as a first data that next edition will be the 25th, and so you will be part of a very important anniversary of our teaching activities in this experience. Me and Ariana are the direction of the master, but with us work a wider faculty made by colleagues coming from different Italian university and many professionals that help us to drive technical information in the formation part. In the presentation, we will give you different kind of informations. Some of that are related to the structure of the master, the activity that are scheduled, and even how is organized the master. We will have a Q&A session at the end, so you will have the opportunity to put any kind of question you could. If you are interested in deeping some details, we can discuss later on in the Q&A session. And in any case, you will have the opportunity to meet us during the interview in order to go more deep in details on any kind of aspects. So first of all, what's the Master in Yacht Design is a process that want to transfer several kind of knowledge. Some are related to the principle of yacht design, so that means how to manage the process, the design process of a yacht, but at the same time being conscious and aware about what are all the other implications connected to the process itself. That means knowing building processes, technical feature. That is, I guess, very peculiar in the design process of a yacht. In the bottom of the slide, you can see some technical details. Probably you already had checking on the website, but in any case, the master is going to start beginning of February. We have 30 places available after the selection of the attendant, and the master will be held on site. The technical data you see at the end are the university credits. That means that in one is the equivalent of the credits you receive in 1 year of university formation, and the total amount of the hour that include teaching activities and study by the component of the class. These are here summarized the main goals of the process. As I told you before, it's very peculiar, the design process of a yacht. I guess that there's no any other field where they are so linked the different phases. I mean the design phases with the stakeholder who manage the construction process, but at the same time the connection with the customer. The customer could be of different type, could be a private customer, could be a yard, and so the relationship among the different players is it's very important. And so while we are discussing and dealing about the technical content and the skills required to manage this process, we will have the opportunity even to stay in touch with this kind of different player involved. I believe that this is one of let's say the results that we obtain customizing the teaching activities over here. As I told you, we are working on that since 24 years, and so we had the opportunity to change even the way of giving information on how to be a yacht designer over time, and checking and doing this together with the player of the yachts field. What are the outcomes? The outcome could be very different, taking into account that the master receive different profile. That means we will have and we want to have designer, architects, engineer, and even other type of professionals in the class, because these started to allow us to start working, and you working in a professional way. That means that the interaction among different professionals starts since the teaching activities, and that means that at the end you could be employed in the field with different kind of task, so working in a studio at the design stage, working in the technical office, working in the production, supporting the production, the interaction with the designer, with the customer, or even working at different stage in the after sales, in managing the quality control and marketing and so on. In our experience, we saw that this is partially linked to the previous profile, but we saw even the possibility for many of the people we met to define their own strategy in place them on the market. I now give the stage to Arianna in order that can add some further information related to the structure of the course, and even some technical details on how the teaching activities is managed to reach the goal I explained.
Thank you very much, Andrea. So let's go inside the structure of the master, so which are the technical part and all the modules that we will do together next year. So the master will start earlier February, as Andrea said before, and will end in the end of February 2027 for the next edition, but in real is divided in two big parts. So the first part is a class part in between February and July, the really end of July, and from September on there is a period of internship. So it means that in the first part of the master, in the class part, you will have both theory, so theoretical module of principle of method of yacht design and tools to realize boats, but also in class activities. So it means the workshop and all the professionalizing modules that you have in the master. So let's see let's say a bit deeper the modules that you have. We have three macro areas: theory and method, tools and techniques, and the professionalizing models. So in the first one, there are three main modules that are the yacht design principle and method, interior and exterior style, and naval architecture, while moving toward the more, let's say, professional oriented one, or more having hands-on on the project. We have the soft skills and the tools in drawings and modeling for yacht design, and the shipbuilding techniques and onboard equipment and propulsion system, and go in the professionalizing part, the project management and the design workshop. And if we have to see the faculty that you will meet during the master, you will have a blending of academics and professionals figures. So it means freelancer yacht designer that are currently working every day into the shipyards or studios that just come into the class for some hours to share with you and to teach you their expertise. And as deeper we go to the hands-on and to professionalizing models, we will also have more and more professionals involved in the didactic of the master. What you will have, it will be not just, let's say, classroom, but it's also what we call the out of the class activities. So the other classroom, let's say, what we will do in the field. So we will go in laboratories, we will see directly the production of the boats. You will have also the opportunity to put in some cases, the hands-on of the production of some particular, let's say, techniques for composite techniques, for example. You will have laboratory activities, but also sailing experience. It means coming with us, with the professors on board to learn not so much how to drive or to sail properly a sailing boat, but which are the aspects, the design aspect that a yacht designer must know and master to, let's say, be able to design a proper boat with the proper ergonomics, with the proper hydrodynamics of the hull itself. Of course, one important aspect are the two workshops. It means a sailing boat and a motorboat workshop in which you will put in practice all the theory and method that you learned in the previous model inside the hands-on activities and workshop. Those workshops will be focused both on small craft, it means under 24-meter design, and on a super yacht. It means a measure in between around 40 meters yacht, and you will be able to explore for concept design to executive design, passing from design style for interior and exterior, ergonomics, naval architecture and general arrangement, to the shipbuilding techniques, the materials that you will use, the naval architecture and system, appendages, sail plan, all the details that makes the yacht real. This is, let's say, not just a slide or something to tell you about the master, but to tell you about the career that you can have after the master. We are really proud of our students that had the possibility to, as Andrea before says, to have a career in shipbuilding, or so in a shipyard, in studios as yacht design, project manager, quality control. But we have also many startups that were opened by our students, both in the area of shipbuilding and in the area of design studios for interior design, for example, but also many awards in the last 10 years. So it means one of the most prestigious one is the Young Designer of the Year that we will win a lot of year, let's say 8 years in a row. So it's really important. So that's in some way reconfirm us the value of the teaching activities that the master will offer you. To do that, we are not alone. We have some partners that work with us for the teaching activities of the courses in yacht design. First of all, the project Yacht City, that has meant that with the support of Yacht Design and the Boat Show television, we are joining the force for the teaching activities. So we will have common ground and common spaces, and also common activities and events that will be promoted beside the classroom and the teaching activities, but also all the technical partners that will be present in classroom and in some laboratory activities to, let's say, really enrich your experience with us. And to conclude this presentation, a bit why to choose this master. For sure, yacht design field is a really important field. Italy is one of the major, let's say, country where a boat is produced or is designed. So it's, let's say, the teaching activities around yachting has its roots and base here in Italy and in POLI.design for sure, as Professor said, the 25th anniversary of this course. And of course there is a huge also interest from the market about figures that are that had a learning path in yacht design, and specifically in Politecnico di Milano, and the market shown really an interest for new figures and new talents that are able to manage both 360, both the design path or the production path. So this master could be your starting point of a future career into the sector that for sure will be really relevant and with a lot of opportunity in some different branches. So to move on to the, let's say, technical aspect, I leave again the voice to Martina to, let's say, show you all the technical aspect for the admission, or to, let's say, how to take part into the next edition.
Thank you. Now I have one. Thank you very much. I'll take the floor again to provide more details about the application process for the next edition of Yacht Design, which will begin in February 2026. On the Specializing Master webpage on the POLI.design website, you'll find the full list of required materials for the selection phase. By clicking on the Apply button, you will be able to create your personal account and upload the necessary files. The application will then be completed on the Politecnico di Milano website by uploading the documents related to your academic qualifications. If you need any assistance during this phase, you can book a call by scanning the QR code. There are two main steps that you need to follow. The first one is the selection step to be completed no longer than 60 days before the course starting date. And the second one is the enrollment step to be completed within 45 days. Please note that applications are processed in chronological order as spots are limited, and so don't wait for the last minute. And additionally, by uploading your documents, you will already be eligible to attend the next recruiting phase on May 29 at 9:30 a.m. Then you can find the course fee listed on this slide, along with our promotional policy designed specifically for this program, an initiative to support the design potential of those who choose POLI.design. In particular, I'd like to highlight the partial exemptions of 25%. Candidates must submit the application to the Specializing Master no later than September 15th, 2025. Let's now move on to the Q&A session, and let's start by reading the questions that you wrote in the chat room. So, let's start by reading this one. Are there specific skills a candidate must have?
To start you?
Yes, I started a very wide question, but thanks because allow us to give you some further details on that. For sure, there are several skills that could be not, I wouldn't say required, but useful to attend the master. Of course, the possibility to attend the master is related to having a first level degree in general in design, architecture, and in engineer. And so from this point of view, you can understand that the skills could be different, but this is a will from our side. For sure, apart from the degree you have, any kind of experience that you could have which could be considered related to the yacht field, experience of internship, or even having a previous design experience in yacht design, or in field that could be considered close to the yacht design. I'm thinking about interiors, but even the design of custom products, of sub furniture of the yacht production could be for sure useful in helping you in be prepared and keep it to attend with profit to the master. Of course, is requested a preliminary experience in managing design software, so 3D modeling and 2D, because this is part of the way that is commonly used to define the drawings of a yacht, even if within the master we have a specific module focused on using specific software typically used in yacht design. But for example, 3D CAD, Rhino 3D modeling, a CAD, so a basic support for designing should be already acquired.
Thank you. And then, is a part-time job compatible with the master attendance?
Yes and no. It depends by the involvement of the by the job, because consider that over the period since the beginning of February till the end of July, you will be involved in teaching activities and other activities not necessarily done in class that involve you 3-4 days per week, full day. That means that if the job is considered part-time because you can be a professional that can manage his time, his task, working when you do not have activities, this could be managed. But if it's requested you're present at the office all the afternoon, for example, this is not possible to manage, at least in the period in the first semester. Over the second semester, you will be asked to attend the internship. This is a full-time involvement. And so even in that case, it's hard to manage part-time activities. Consider that the internship is at least 3 months length, but more of times it's requested a longer period. So is the company that hosts you that generally require a longer period in order to be involved more deeply in the activity of the company itself.
Okay, thank you. How many questions? Okay, yeah, it's.
We will be more concise in the reply. No. I give the stage to Ariane.
If I have a If I have a degree in interior design from an academy of fine arts, can I access the master?
This is, let's say, this is more about we have to check, let's say, your diploma, because the prerequisite is that you have to have a bachelor degree that is recognized. So send us, let's say, apply and send your documentation to our POLI.design office, and we will check exactly your specific degree. So most of the time, fine arts is recognized as a bachelor degree, but we have to be a bit more specific. We cannot give, let's say, a general answer to that.
Okay, then how do you support with career prospects? There are any career events where we can meet companies face to face?
Let's say there are not specific career events in the nautical sector, in yacht design sector, for specific, let's say, to include all different brands and different shipyards that we have, but we support the candidates with the internship. So it means that we will suggest you, we will propose you several opportunity in the sector that could meet your desires. So it means that we will first ask you what you want to do for your life, let's say, or what you will desire for your internship activities, and then we will try to get you in contact with several companies that could be looking for a profile like yours. And also after the master, we will continue to send you opportunities that we will reach. But if you are thinking about a big event with all the companies involved, there is not a specific event with this kind of format, but doesn't mean that we don't not support.
Okay. Then is the admission interview held in English or Italian?
English. The master is in English, all the documentation, chatting, support, and admission interview in English.
Then can students at their third year already attend the selection days before the July graduation session?
Yes, they can, of course, even if the result of the admission could be done just after your graduation. So you can participate to the selection, but then let's say a result of this selection will be given to you after your graduation in July. If it's in July, it's in just in few days.
Yeah, exactly. Then I am currently working on my thesis for my bachelor degree in interior design focused on hotels and hospitality. I would like to know if this topic is suitable for admission to the Yacht program.
Yes, I would say yes. Consider that interiors management has a very peculiar role in designing a yacht, because it's what is requested by customer, is exactly the comfort, the quality, the hospitality, the luxury that this level of the project can offer. So I guess that the skills and even the methodological approach to designing interior is part of the project, very important. And so coming from experience from hospitality and interiors in general will be useful for sure. For sure won't be enough because there are some technical issues that change a bit the way of managing even the setting of the interiors in a yacht, because the interaction with systems and equipment that it's very important to manage at the first stages of the design itself. But for sure will help.
Yeah. And then the internship will be provided from the university, or we will have to find it?
Let's say we will help for sure the students to have an internship. As mentioned before, we will propose you some opportunity. Of course, it's also proactive activities. So if you have any idea, if there are already some contacts that was made before or during the teaching activities, we will, let's say, follow also your previous contact or background. But if you don't have any contacts, we will propose you some different internship that you can take in the sector.
Okay, so this was the last one,
That's
I think.
it.
Thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
presentation and all the details. And thank you all, of course. And please stay tuned for the next presentation of the advanced training course in executive interior yacht design, which will be held in Italian. Thank you.